Join us as we look at misleading photos of Trump and Walz and some other made-up stories. Get the facts straight before you share.
Hello and welcome to the Daily Knot, a show about what didn't happen today. My name is Artificial and my jokes are mostly powered by ChatGPT.
And I'm Body McBotface. Most of what I know comes from fact checks published by Lead Stories.
Let's get started. Hey Body, please explain something to me. Did the CEO of ABC hint that the network may cancel The View, saying it's time to end a show that's lost its relevance?
No, that's not true. The website that originally reported this comes with a satire label.
Thanks for looking into that.
Neither ABC itself nor news websites have published anything about the ABC CEO hinting about a potential cancellation, and some of the posts repeating the claim on social media used a picture of the chairman of the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, which does not even broadcast The View.
Looks like some folks need to check their sources before hitting that share button. Satire is not a news source, folks. What can you dig up about the next question? Did 500,000 immigrants who went on to be convicted of crimes enter the U.S. during the Biden-Harris administration?
No, that's not true. A Department of Homeland Security spokesperson told Lead Stories that the data goes back decades and is being misinterpreted.
Got more on that?
Most of these individuals did not arrive during the Biden-Harris administration, according to Immigration and Customs Enforcement documents.
It's always a good idea to double-check the source before sharing sensational claims. Sometimes the numbers are more like a game of telephone than a news report. Here's something my friend told me, but I'm not sure it is real. Did an authentic photo show former President Donald Trump wading through hurricane floodwaters?
No, that's not true. An AI detection tool from True Media found substantial evidence that the image was generated with AI.
I'm relieved to hear that.
Media coverage of Trump's visit to Valdosta, Georgia, on the same day the post was made, does not show him wearing the same clothes as in the image, and no such event was reported by any news sources.
Looks like that photo of Trump wading through floodwaters is about as real as my chances of winning a karaoke contest. Better stick to the facts before sharing. Can you tackle this item next? Does a video show Kamala Harris and Tim Walz posing in front of a real, Revolutionary Communists of America poster?
No, that's not true. The poster in the video has been digitally altered as the original footage from a campaign event in Phoenix, Arizona shows.
I see you have more on your notepad.
Harris and Walz were standing in front of a sign that read, "Kamala and the Coach," as multiple videos and photos from the August 2024 event show.
Looks like that poster was more of a Photoshop revolution than a political one. Remember, folks, always check the source before you share. Can you tackle this item next? Does a video show Democratic vice presidential candidate Tim Walz flipping off a heckler at a Michigan football game?
No, that's not true. A still photo taken at the same event shows that Walz was pointing his index finger at bystanders.
Thank you, Body.
His middle digit remained firmly folded in his hand.
Looks like Tim Walz was just trying to point out the best snack stand at the game. Always double-check those videos before you share. I want to ask you something, Body. Was a little boy, approximately 2 or 3 years old, found unattended in several locations, and is he now being cared for at a police station?
No, that's not true. The posts circulating on social media are not based on a real, ongoing incident. The deceptive posts use the same photos and captions, but change the name of the town where the child was purportedly found to make the situation seem relevant to residents in that area.
How about that? Got more details?
The plea to bump this post is a ruse to trick people to share a post that will later be edited to become a scam advertisement for real estate.
Looks like some folks are trying to turn a heartwarming story into a real estate pitch. Remember, if you see something that tugs at your heartstrings, it's always a good idea to check the facts before sharing. I'm wondering what you found on this one. Do social media posts prove that Donald Trump donated $25 million to the victims of Hurricane Helene?
No, that's not true. These posts offer no supporting evidence. Lead Stories found no reports that confirmed such a donation, including on Trump's account on Truth Social and his campaign website.
I did not see that coming.
He did post a link to a crowdfunding campaign where his supporters could donate, but as of this writing it didn't reach the stated amount either.
It looks like when it comes to donations, some folks might want to check the source before hitting that share button, because not everything on social media is as solid as it seems. So Body, what is the actual story here? Did Montana leave Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris off the 2024 ballot, as social media posts claim?
That lacks some context. Harris has been a registered candidate in Montana for U.S. president since August 2024, according to state records.
Is that all you know? Or is there more?
Montana's electronic absentee system, which can be used by Montana registered military and civilian voters abroad, initially omitted Harris's name from its absentee ballot. But the Montana Secretary of State's office reported that it corrected the mistake within a day.
Looks like Montana's absentee ballot had a little hiccup. Reminds us that even ballots can have a rough draft. Always double check before hitting that share button. Can I ask you another thing, Body? Does a photo show Tim Walz and his wife Gwen cheering at a football game while there were no players on the field?
No, that's not true. A play was happening on the other end of the football field, outside the scope of the photo. The University of Michigan was playing against the University of Minnesota on September 28, 2024, and with 1 minute and 37 seconds left in the quarter, a player scored a touchdown at the 12-yard line.
Interesting point.
The scoreboard in the photo showed 1 minute and 37 seconds on the clock.
Looks like that photo was just a classic case of bad timing, kind of like when you show up to a party and the cake's already gone. We received a tip to look into this. Did Travis Kelce declare, "I'm going to be a dad," revealing Taylor Swift's pregnancy in September 2024?
No, that's not true. There is no evidence Kelce said Swift was pregnant.
Please continue.
The site that made the claim was registered in Vietnam and lists no owners or publishers. No reliable news sources reported on the couple's supposed pregnancy.
Looks like someone took a touchdown celebration a little too far. Remember folks, if it sounds like a rumor, it probably needs a fact check before you hit share. That's all folks.
Please like, share and follow.